Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay, so I'd like to start with a couple of analogies. Um, Sometime back in 1995 or 96, I read Deccan Herald every day, and there is a column called 25 Years Ago. So I happened to read saying that the Jatka owners in Bangalore decided to go on a strike. And what was the reason? Because of the introduction of auto rickshaws. Auto rickshaws were introduced into Bangalore in 1971, and Jatka owners obviously found that it had impacted their livelihood, and therefore they decided to go on strike. Cut to 1989, that was roughly the time when, or 1988, when just finished my final year engineering. Um, Incidentally, my project for the final year was computer aided design, which was very new at that time. And All India Bank Employees Association went on a strike on November 30th. For what? Computerization in banks. And today, where are we? Auto drivers and taxi drivers going on strike because Uber, Ola, Rapido are, taking away their livelihood. What does this tell you? This basically tells you that change always happens, and with change, you need to adapt to the change. What is fundamental is not what you have been doing, but how can you adapt and move forward in life. And that, I think, is a fundamental lesson with all these three examples. There have been a lot of questions asked of me in terms of skills, AI skills, and things like that. I'd like to firstly emphasize two very important things. Basic education and knowledge is very, very important. Your basics must be very, very strong. I mean, when I say basics, I mean to say first principles of whatever you're doing, whether it is Charles' law, Boyle's law, whatever it is, you must be very, very conversant with that. And that is something that you have to be very clear about. The second thing is it's not skills that helps you in your career. It's your attitude. Skills can be learned, but attitude is something that you need to develop. And this development of attitude takes a very long time. What do I mean by attitude? Attitude is something which you all have to focus on in terms of being positive, being doing your best, irrespective of results. You must be happy with what you have done and always be very curious to learn. I mean, I think this is fundamentally one of the biggest positives as far as I'm concerned. I'm sure Kiran will also reciprocate similarly. You can't stop learning. You need to keep learning. You need to be curious. You need to try out different things. And this will definitely help you in your career, whether you are a fresher or you are a lateral or you are a very senior professional. It doesn't make a difference. Learning does make a lot of difference. And these are some things that you have to be very, very clear about. Couple of things about AI. So when computers came in the late 80s, and the same question was being asked, will it take away my jobs? Yes, some jobs will be taken away because computers can do these jobs efficiently, whereas there are some other jobs which obviously some newer things will open up, and we've had a whole new industry coming up. AI is in a similar inflection point. Some jobs will be taken away by AI, new industries will open, new options, new avenues will come. What form and shape it takes will is difficult to predict, but I would say yes, it will impact quite a lot, and therefore you will. So therefore, you cannot stop AI. You cannot fight it. It's best to embrace and find out what how you can maximize it. What does it do to an average engineer? So, when we graduated in 1988, I'm sure it was a very different world. You cannot imagine how it was in 1988. Computers, personal computing was very, very new. I mean, when I joined Myco, we never had personal computers also. It was introduced after I joined. Uh, and so, what everybody knew, there was a box that could do something, but what? I mean, it was only left to our imagination. And therefore, we began to start trying to use it as much as possible. And slowly, a whole new industry dawned. Something similar, I would say, is going to happen with AI. Uh, Engineers must know how to use AI. If you don't know how to use AI, somewhat similar to the late 80s, if you do not know how to use a computer, your chances of getting a job would be very bleak. Same way here, you must be in a position to understand and adapt, use, maximize AI in your work, which is the key to succeeding going forward. I mean, nowadays everybody uses a computer, everybody uses a mobile, but something AI it seems like a monster, but it isn't. I can assure you. All you need to know is to figure out how it can help you. At the end of the day, you will still be relevant provided you know how to use the tools that you are given. If you can't use the tools, you will become irrelevant. And that for me is the basic underlying principle. No need to fear AI. AI won't take away your jobs. Jobs will be transformed. Jobs that exist today in its current form will no longer exist 5 years from now. And that is a given. And that's something that you need to understand and prepare accordingly. People ask me, is an engineering graduation sufficient or do I need to acquire new skills? Anything, any additional skill that you acquire is always very, very useful. More important than acquiring skills is how to use it in different situations. I mean, there's no point in having a lot of degrees in your resume, but you don't know anything about how to use it and implement it. It's of absolutely no use in acquiring those degrees in the first place. So, with skills, unless you know how to utilize them, it's not important whether you have it or don't have it. Having a skill but not knowing to utilize it is even worse. And that's something that you all should be aware of. So if you are going after a skill, please also make sure you position yourself in such a way that you understand how it can be useful to you as well as to your organization which you are likely to work for. So with these, I think I would stop, Kiran. Maybe I can take a few questions. I mean, I can go on and on, but then I think it's time to stop now.
Okay. Thanks, Kuti. So, Kuti is nickname for it. So, I cannot call him Umashankar. It looks very dramatic.
That's okay, Kiran. Kiran, that's okay.
So, we also have Ravi, by the way. Ravi, you can say hi and can you show your video? Ravi is
Oh,
also
yeah.
our classmate.
Morning, JC.
JC. Okay. So,
Yeah.
yeah, he was also in mechanical and he was also in my corporate. Now he is on his own. Yeah, any questions? Now that you heard, actually, he answered 9 of your
Hello.
questions, which all of you
Hello, good
asked
morning,
yesterday.
everybody. Good morning,
Yeah,
Kiran.
hi
Good morning,
Ravi, we
Umash.
can hear you.
Yeah,
Good morning. If you can show your video, it will help.
it's not getting.
Doesn't matter, we know you are at home.
Yeah, I think he
No,
has a
it's not
bandwidth
getting
problem,
switched
Kiran.
on. I'm not able to switch it on. I
Okay,
don't
okay,
know
no
whether
problem.
some restriction is there.
Okay.
Good morning, everybody. Wish you all the best for this session. I hope you had a good briefing session with Umashankar. We all graduated together from MCE in '88. I also happened to be with Umashankar in the Bosch for about 27 years. I recently retired, voluntarily retired a little early so that I can pursue my other interests.
Sure.
And hope this session will be of very useful nature to you. I have only one suggestion to Kiran. He has mentioned that this session has been open for only 2 streams. Maybe this session can be recorded and relate to other streams of engineering also, so that they'll also get first-hand awareness of this program.
No, we have agreed to do live for everybody. No streaming.
Oh, that's very good. That's very good.
So next time, both of you should come here.
We'll try to do that, Kiran, when it's
do that.
possible.
Okay, yeah. Now we will get some more questions. Folks, you would have got inspiration from some of your friends who are already told 9 of them. Any more questions for him? I think, Umashankar, I didn't hear you speaking about 2 of them asked. One was happy with 5 lakhs per annum. Another wanted 7 lakhs per annum. So you have to tell how to get that salary in Bosch.
Okay, so firstly, I will say branding is very important. Why do I say branding is important? So if you are graduating from IIT or NIT, there's a lot of filtering process that goes on before you qualify to attend those courses in those colleges or in those institutions, and that filtering process has a premium, and that's why when you graduate from those institutions you get a higher salary. uh, MCE, you will never be able to match an IITN's output, and therefore uh, MCE graduates will not be able to get a higher salary. I think the current starting salary in Bosch is 7 lakhs for a fresher, but unfortunately, given the current situation, we are going slow on fresher hiring currently. Earlier, we used to hire at least, I remember in 2022, we hired about close to 3,500 freshers. But in 23 and 24, we kind of reduced given the industry constraints. 25, we are not hiring at all because we are already kind of over hired in the previous years. But all I can say is that if you want to increase your attractiveness, please do 2 things. One, be very curious and learn as much as possible. And 2, please also learn how to implement what you have learned. And these 2 have to go hand in hand. With this, you can obviously command a higher price in the market. And this has to be a continuous effort. It cannot be that I do it for one year and then I stop. It doesn't work that way. It has to be a continuous effort.
Thanks, Sudeep.
I hope I have answered that, Kiran.
Yeah. Let me continue. It is coming from the horse's mouth. He was heading HR for entire Asia Pacific of Bosch. Okay. So when he says so, you have to trust him. Now, let's see if there are any more questions. All of you, can you just get up once because PC is only front. I want you to see the entire strength. Can everybody get up for 30 seconds? This is for you, both of you.
Yeah. I'm also zooming so that I can also see the people. Yeah, quite a number of people have come in.
Yeah,
Good to
60
know.
of them. The capacity of this room is 60. We closed the gate at 60 because there were 150 people outside.
Okay.
Okay, so there is a demand. So please do come in the afternoon. We have done
Oh,
matinee show also I have announced.
let me see, Kiran. I'll let you know.
Okay, yeah, please, thank you. So I will give the microphone to the teacher, the professors here, because I didn't see any of them posting any question in the Google form. You're also faculty? Okay, let me start. What's your name, please? Sindhu. Sindhu, please. You have to ask one question. Even if it's a repeat, it's okay. Yeah, go ahead. We can hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. I will repeat it for you. Fine.
So is it true AI will take off jobs in future days?
Hold on. Let me ask. Anyway, the question he has answered is also combined. Yeah, he asked the question. Anybody else? Mani madam. So in the meantime, I will give it to the coordinator. You can ask the repeat question. It's okay.
Yeah, as you told how we can keep ourselves ready for AI. Some more tips may be helpful to students how they can make use of AI to become job ready.
So the concern is very clear. So how do we basically face this AI which is coming? So some more practical tips. I will also add, you can give a couple of them. I know I have already done.
Okay, Kiran. So, firstly, I'll answer the question regarding AI taking away jobs. Yes, some jobs will be taken away. Jobs that AI can do more efficiently will obviously be taken away. I still remember when I was a kid, I don't know how many of you know, you had a pestle and mortar, rubbad kallu in Kannada. Okay, I've spent countless hours helping my mother in the kitchen as a kid. Grinding rice, grinding wheat, coffee powder, all with this rubbad kallu. But then when mixer grinders came in, does anybody use a pestle and mortar today or rubbad kallu today? No. So what happens to all those people who were employed for doing that kind of work? It doesn't exist. But you still have the same requirement for ground floor, which is being done differently. So AI is somewhat similar. AI is a new tool that will come in, and therefore it will make sure that some jobs will become redundant. That is clear. But the requirement will still remain, and which will be met in a different way. So people should be clear that they need to upskill themselves with the use of AI, and that is how they can survive going forward. So this is the first point regarding jobs. The second point, I think there was somebody who asked, what are the tips? I think I already explained that. The tips is you must learn to embrace AI, how to use it to improve your efficiency and your effectiveness. Both are different. Idea is, everybody uses a mobile, does mobile banking, uses UPI, does transfers, etc. This were not there, say, 10 years ago. But then if you don't know how to use it today, you become a dinosaur. Uh, the fact is you need to be able to use all the available tools and use it to maximize your efficiency and your effectiveness. Same with AI. You need to learn how to use it, acquire skills which can then be implementable. And that for me is fundamental. And being curious and learning constantly is another tip that would help in the world of AI. I hope I have answered both the questions, Kiran.
Yeah, thanks, Kuti. So anyway, I'll be with them for next 8 hours. So I will thrash it out so that they don't have to worry. They'll
Yeah,
start loving AI. Okay, not hate, worried about AI.
that's true.
Okay. So any more questions? Umashankar? You want to take Kiran? Oh, no problem. Okay, thanks, Kuti. Thanks, Ravi. So I will let you go. So we will
Thank
take
you
over.
very much.
So they are
Thank you.
struggling to keep watching the dull image here, not because the technology, because of too much of light glare coming from the window.
Done, Kiran, and wish everybody all the very best.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank you.
nice have a nice day. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thanks, Ravi.
Thank you. I will be there for some more time,
Sure, sure,
actually.
sure. Yeah, yeah.
I'll exit, Kiran.
Okay, man. Thank you.